I'm joined on Skype by Lebogang Rasiteba and Alison Swank. These two have made the documentary The People versus the Rainbow Nation, and it's premiering on MTV on Thursday night. Hi guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Now the documentary is premiering on Thursday evening. Tell me, I know as someone who makes broadcasts as well, I mean I don't make documentaries, but the anticipation leading up to the big premiere is quite something. Tell me, how are you guys feeling right now?
Well, it's like that thing that anxiety and excitement are kind of the same emotion. So I think that for both of us, we're sort of vacillating between the two. But mostly excited, to be honest, to like share it with people.
Yeah, I often talk about, throughout this process I've been talking about how it's a very difficult film to get right, and it's an easy film to get wrong because it deals with maybe some of the most thorniest issues in our history, you know? So as much as it's a contemporary look at what's happening in South Africa right now, the issues connect quite deeply and intensely to our very dark past, and I think it's for those reasons it was always going to be a very difficult film to get right, and I think that we worked as hard emotionally, creatively, intellectually, psychologically to make a film with dignity and a film that's very sensitive and also very artistic and interesting. And I think because of all of the things that I just mentioned, we have come within an inch of having a nervous breakdown in making this film. But we're just really excited to share it with the world.
Tell me about making the film. I know it focuses on the young people of South Africa, really focusing on the Roads Must Fall and Fees Must Fall movements. Tell me about immersing yourself in this dialogue.
I think the important thing about this film is that it's not really a film for the voiceless, you know? I think that what's been really dope about the student movements is that we all have a very clear understanding of what the principled argument the students are making is. So it was never really about telling people something they didn't know. It was never really going to be informative in that type of way. The arguments the film makes is very aligned to what we all understand about those movements. So it was never really about, it was always about how do you reinterpret all of those very clear articulations of what the issues students are facing, and how do you assemble it into a filmic way. That was really where we kind of engaged with the content. You know, it wasn't we had our opinions, or it wasn't a very subjective look on. You know, we came in with a very clear understanding of what the student movements were about.
And as far as immersion, all the characters that we shot with, the 5 students across 4 universities, were very welcoming to have a platform to speak about these things. It was almost cathartic for not only the characters involved, but also Lebo and myself and everyone involved in the film.